All right, guys, what's going on? Mike Bain here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm recording another late night video. It's the only time that I could find some quiet space in order to create this content. So that's the reason why I'm doing that. But either way, hope that you are having a fantastic day whenever you are watching this video. Today's going to be focusing on helping people that are brand new to marketing, or anybody that has been marketing for a while, but you're struggling to get the sort of traction that you hope for when it came to your Facebook marketing. You know, the content you're putting out, maybe you're not getting the sort of engagement that you'd hope for. You're not getting any sort of leads or getting the sort of numbers that you thought you were going to when it came to lead generation on Facebook. So if you fall into either one of those two categories, you're going to want to pay attention to today's video. The topic of today's video is 3 tips on how to increase your organic reach for growth. Okay, now, why is organic reach so important? Well, basically, it generates leads and it creates organic conversation, which is important, especially considering that you don't spend a dime for that. To be honest, I know a lot of people that have spent a lot of money when it comes to Facebook marketing, spending on ads on Facebook for the marketing, I should say. And they got next to nothing in return. I know one person that has spent, I think it was somewhere around $10,000 or $20,000 when they were starting out trying to go down the Facebook ad route, and they got either little to no sales at all from that. And that sucks, because most of us were starting out doing marketing. We probably don't have a lot of budget. Plus, also, we want to try to get either out of debt, if that's one of the reasons that motivated you to start. Maybe you want to get away from your 9-to-5. Maybe you want a lifestyle change. Maybe you just want more time and freedom for yourself, whatever the case is. But putting yourself in debt while doing that is not going to help. And it's going to be a devastating blow to your marketing ego when you're starting out, and make you really feel like, well, you can't do it. And it's hard. There's a lot of veterans out there, like Facebook marketing, advertising veterans that spend for Facebook ads. And even they say that at times they can lose a lot of money, but they can also gain a lot of money. They do gain more money than they lose, but they can lose a massive amount of money. So all it takes is for someone who doesn't quite know what they're doing to get out there and start spending money, and they're just going to lose everything that they're putting into it. And that's really demotivating, and I don't want that to happen to anybody. So I would definitely suggest going the free route for anybody who's starting out, or anybody that doesn't have the budget to spend on Facebook ads. And plus, also, if you don't have anybody that can mentor you on doing it correctly. Now, obviously, doing organic, focusing on your organic reach helps you get more leads, which also the more leads you get equals to, more potential buyers, which is a good thing, right? So I'm going to get into the 3 tips so that I can help you guys out. Sorry if you see me looking down. I got some notes, obviously. I want to keep on topic here. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is creating conversations. That's the first tip, the first tip I'm going to talk about is creating conversations. A problem I see a lot of people doing is when they're getting into marketing, they use a personal profile page as a business page, and they just plaster business content, stock images from their business or little scripts and stuff that they're given in their business, and they just plaster it all over their wall. Facebook hates that sort of stuff, and it's just not good for using it on your profile, your personal profile, and it's not good also for new leads you're connecting with. Nobody wants to be introduced to somebody and just see business content all over their page. It's just not good marketing. And the thing is too, is if you're connecting with new leads, they're most likely using Facebook for the way that Facebook was set up for connecting with friends and family, right? So if you're trying to take them out of that ecosystem of knowing Facebook is just being about friends and family, and all they see out of you is you plastering business content, they're going to get turned off of that right away, and you're going to kill them as a potential lead, someone who might have been interested in it, but not the route that you're going, where you're just pounding marketing material in their face all the time and business. So yeah, you definitely want to be creating content or putting content out there that's creating conversations versus promotional stuff all the time, because it's just not a good route to go. Facebook doesn't favor it, and it decreases your organic reach when you do that, which is just devastating. I see a lot of people in the cryptocurrency space doing this, in the health and wellness space, in the CBD oil space. I've seen this more recently. And you look on these people's profiles and they're getting like next to no engagement. And I know that's the exact reason, because all they're doing is just business posts. So you want to stay away from that. So what should you do? Well, I would suggest doing 2 types of posts throughout the day. The first post in the morning time, do motivational posts, inspirational posts. Those have been known to create a lot of good engagement. People love that sort of stuff, and it helps spread positivity. So it just helps to get people in the morning time going. So it's really good to do that. You get a lot of good engagement from doing that. So I would suggest doing that. And then the other type of post I would say to do it's in the evening time, and you want to like mix these posts up. You want to do things like, talk about your journey so that people can see where you're going on. A lot of people, they don't want to talk about that they're just starting out, or they don't want to talk about, a struggle that they went to and what they're doing to improve it, because they think it's going to make them look weak. But the problem is, or the thing with that is that, people will relate to that stuff, because a lot of these people that you're going to be connecting to are going to be going through the same things. A lot of these people hide their struggles as well, and only project the good things that they're doing, or the perceived good things that they think that they should be putting out there, that they think that the marketplace wants to see. But in reality, if you want people to connect to you on a deeper level and have that organic reach start to grow, you want to talk about your journey. Even the small wins are important, because people will relate to that and people will want to follow that. If you're putting that, you connected with 100 leads today, or talk to 100 people, maybe somebody else only talked to like 10 and they got no results. They might look at you as possibly being an authority then, because like, well, he talked to 100 people. Let me reach out to him and see how his results were. And say if you did get either a sale or a really warm lead, you can turn around to them and say, well, yeah, I got a sale out of this. Or no, I didn't get a sale, but I got a really warm lead that they're really interested, that I'm following up with them tomorrow, and it's promising. People will naturally want to follow that, because they're going to look at that and be like, well, this person's getting traction. I want to see where this leads to. That's what you want to do when you're talking about your journey. So definitely don't be scared to talk about your failures, as long as you're also highlighting what you're doing to improve it. That's what taking people on your journey is about, letting them know your struggles, what you're doing to get out of it. I talked about the inspirational quotes. Okay, asking questions. That's a big thing as well. One of the big things you want to do is put content out, put value out, right? And a good way to know what to create as far as content-wise, because a lot of people say this, I don't know what to do for content. Well, ask people, what are they struggling with? What would they like to learn? What is it that they're doing in their business? What is it that they would like to see in the marketplace? You ask these questions and you kind of know what direction to go. Because if you just start creating things that you think that the marketplace wants, then your chances of that flopping are high, because you don't even know if anybody wants to see that content, or if they even want that business that you're starting to develop or whatever. Ask people what they're looking for, so you can figure out what solutions you need to provide them. That's a good thing. You can do that through doing surveys and polls and all that stuff on Facebook. There's a lot of things you can do with that. Another thing is, in the evening as well, what you should be doing is posting pictures of yourself, because you want people to kind of get familiar with your face. You want people to kind of get to know you, so that they know that you're a real person. Take pictures. If you're out at a restaurant with your family, friends, maybe your wife, your husband, whatever the case is, take a picture. Make sure that you are that they see you in the front, so that they can identify you right away. That's the big thing. But take pictures when you're out and about. If you find a cool spot that you can take a picture, take a shot. And what you can do is use something like canva.com, which is a free website that you can search on Google, and you can put the picture in there and actually do text overlays. And there's a bunch of apps that you can use as well. I use Snapseed when it comes to doing text overlays with my phone. It's a Google app. But yeah, you can use canva.com as well to do text overlays. And then, you can do the same sort of thing as I said about the motivational post. You can take like some sort of a motivational or inspirational quote and put that as a text overlay on your picture. You can do that in the morning time as well as you can do that in the evening time, and even put like a little nugget of info in there if you wanted to put like a value post. Going live too, that's another big one. Facebook loves people that go live, and they favor lives, and that will get pushed up on the news feed so people can see. I know a lot of people, they can fear going live. I understand, because I did fear that as well. I thought at the beginning when I was doing lives, I was going to have like 1,000 people looking at me, and it scared me. You know how many people watched? One. So don't fear doing lives, because at the beginning probably no one's going to watch. And even if you are super scared, what I would suggest is do a live, put it private. Now, I know that's not necessarily good for creating like organic reach or getting your content seen more, but if you're like that terrified of doing lives, put it private so that you're the only one that sees it, and record it. That way, if you make a mistake, you can end the live, delete it, do it again, and until you get it something that you like, and then you can switch it to public so that then people can see it. It's not going to have as good as an effect as obviously going live when it's public and people can see it and they can share it, and then it creates that organic reach. But if you're that scared of doing it, go that route, because then you can kind of get comfortable with how you can speak on camera. You can get more comfortable with your formatting, the way that you talk, and the way that you're going to present your information. Okay, so that's a tip I can say with that. Now, the best times to post. Well, in the morning time, anywhere between 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., do your posts. And in the evening time, anywhere between 7 p.m. up to 12 or 1 a.m. as well, you can put posts up as well. Definitely, I wouldn't say in the evening time, put it at exactly 12 a.m. That's a little bit late. I would say, try to keep it more relatively around like the 7 p.m. to like 9 p.m. time frame, so that you have time to let the engagement flow between, say, like 9 and 12. But either way, you might be connected with people in different time zones as well. So, that's a factor as well. Now, tip number 2 is engagement. Facebook loves engagement. This is what gets your posts seen by more people. This is what people usually fail at doing. They'll put posts out, they walk away, and they just think that their posts are going to magically get a ton of likes, a ton of hearts, and all the other emojis and all that stuff. And that doesn't happen. What you need to do is you have to engage, spend like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour engaging with other people's posts in order for your post to get seen. Facebook will, when you're engaging with other people's content, Facebook sees that sort of stuff, and then they're going to put take your post and show it to them, because they're going to think, well, that person will most likely may want to see this person's content as well. Now, in order to really get the organic reach flowing really good, you need to have them going back and liking and commenting and all that stuff on your posts as well. And how you do that is basically doing the same thing. You want to be putting comments on people's posts, and you want to do more than just doing a generic nice post or great one, or that's whatever, like best post I've seen today, or whatever, the generic post that you replies or comments that you see. What you want to do is put something thoughtful, something meaningful, something that might even educate people a little bit, because what you do with that is that helps with your organic reach, because every person that person is connected with that will see their posts and possibly look through their comments, they can come across your comment and see that, hey, this person put a really thoughtful, meaningful comment. I like what he had to say. Or her, and let me click on their name and go back to their profile and check it out, so that I can see what other content that they're putting out there, or if they put content out. And if you're doing all these other things right, like posting motivational things and personal, excuse me, putting, all the other types of stuff that I was talking about. Excuse me, I got to drink some water. Oh, all that talking's got my throat dry. So yeah, if you're putting, all all the other content out there and people see that, they're going to be more likely to want to follow and engage. And it happens. I've seen it happen. It happens with my content. And if you're doing that stuff, it'll happen with yours as well. A big thing I just want to throw in here as well, if you want to be adding people, add people that are, this is a little side tip, add people that are hearting or doing any of the other emojis on people's comments, people's posts, because those people are going to be more likely to engage on your content as well. That's just a little side tip. Anybody that wants to be adding people, you take these people that are putting posts out there, add those people that are engaging and hearting, not liking, but any of the other emojis you add those people, because they're going to be more likely to take that additional step and comment and like your content as well. That's just a little side tip. But the main thing I want to say with this is make sure that you are replying to comments from your own posts. If you're putting posts out there, spend the time to comment. You don't necessarily always need to put thought-provoking comments in every single, or reply with something thought-provoking on every single comment that's left, because honestly, some people will just put the boom, or great post, or have a great day. You don't need to necessarily put a lot of thought into stuff like that unless you want to. But I usually wait until I see someone who's put like a value comment out, and I'll take my time with that person and give a valued, meaningful reply back to them. So that's a little tip I'd say with that. But definitely, if people are commenting on your post, you need to comment or reply back. That also helps pump up your post on the feed, so that more people can see it and more people can engage, and it keeps things flowing. And Facebook loves seeing the engagement, because if they see you engaging on their post, on somebody else's post, they're engaging on your post, you're replying to their comments. Facebook just loves that, and they think that your content is super relevant, and they're going to push that up on the news feed, and your stuff is going to get seen by more people, and that organic reach will start when you're putting all these things together. Okay, now on to my last tip, and this is not necessarily a super impactful one, but it's a super important one, and this is consistency. Consistency in doing this is one of the most important things. If you want to create organic reach, you have to be doing this each and every single day consistently. You got to make sure that you're posting every single day, that you're engaging every day, that you're replying to comments every day. And then you're going to see your content, the numbers are going to go up. More people are going to be engaging. More people are going to be interacting. More people are going to be starting conversations in the comment section, and they're going to be reaching out to you in Messenger to talk to you. This is the way you do Facebook attraction marketing. This is the way you get organic reach, guys. And if you want this to happen for your business, strip down the business content to a minimal. You want to just kind of like tippy-toe around business. You want to be putting out value, putting out content, and putting it out on a consistent basis. It's going to make you look as an authority by doing that. Even if you're on a small scale, even if you're talking about the small wins that you're getting on your journey to success, people will relate to it, and people will want to follow you. And you're still going to get looked at as an authority, because you're someone who's out there who's doing it. Because to be honest, there's a lot of people out there that are talking, but they're not doing it. If you're showing people that you're doing it, they're going to be attracted to what you're doing. And again, with the consistency, Facebook loves that stuff. If they see that you're consistently putting posts out there, that means you can do more stuff. What do I mean by that? It means that you can add more people. If you're consistently being very active on Facebook doing all these things, and you're adding a bunch of people, it's less likely that Facebook is going to put you in Facebook jail. Not saying that it won't happen. And if anybody doesn't know what Facebook jail is, basically it just means when you're doing things too aggressively, Facebook can stop you from doing that. Like when it comes to either commenting or hearting things, if it's starting to come off as spam, then Facebook will halt your ability to do that stuff. But it's less likely to happen if Facebook sees, well, they're just super active with their community, that a lot of people they're interacting with a lot of people are interacting with their stuff. Facebook just looks at it like it's natural. But when it becomes unnatural, where you're being more aggressive, then Facebook doesn't like that stuff. So, you know, it helps for the algorithm, the Facebook algorithm. So you want to do that as well. And also it just helps with your social presence, right? You want to make people see that you, as an authority figure, as a business, that you have a social presence, that you're someone that's going to be there, someone that's somebody worthwhile to pay attention to. Nobody's going to want to pay attention to someone that's here for 3 days, then they're gone for 3 weeks, and then they're back for 1 day, and then they're take another 3 days off, and then they're back for 4 days. It's just not consistent. Consistency is key, guys. Okay, so those are the 3 tips that I had for you today. Hope you guys got some value out of it. If you got some value out of it, in the comment section, just type value. And that's about it, guys. Hope this stuff's helping you guys out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, comment. I know I said about commenting already. Like the post. Got to do that. Anyways, all right. Catch you guys on the next video.